Welcome back to the TalonCast, everyone. I'm your host, Falco, and this is episode 8 of the TalonCast podcast. And if you guys don't know what the TalonCast podcast is, or TalonCast is, that's why I just call it that. This is where we talk about everything Ashes of Creation related. It's going to be talking about the developers, about content creators, how they feel about the game, how the community feels about the game, Intrepid Studios, how they're dealing with the game. I was not sure if I wanted to film this episode 8 today. I know it's a little late. I usually post these earlier on Tuesdays, and it's still gonna be early on Tuesdays. But this week was kind of shaky. Like it was very eerie. I only played the game for like to get this B-roll basically. I didn't really play it's not a game, but the alpha much this week because there wasn't really much updates. Like I feel like Intrepid's been holding their cards to the chest these past few weeks, which hasn't really helped with player retention because nothing really changed. Like nothing noticeable and nothing really that you guys would care about. I felt like I might as well talk about that since um, the game just it's losing it's losing viewership as you guys probably see from the podcast and from my main channel. I'm not getting much views. I just do it because I see the potential in the game and I want to see it to its end, and I must be insane because the definition of insanity is doing something continuously and expecting a different result, right? I must be insane. But this B-roll in the back is me with a party going into Carfin floor 4. I do get some pretty cool drops during this B-roll. Who knows how long this podcast is? Probably not gonna be 30 minutes because I'm not gonna lie, I did not come to this podcast with any questions because I didn't really play the game. And we talked about everything, and I'm not gonna beat a dead horse, but I would like to talk about the reasons why I didn't really play much this week. Hopefully, I can play more next week in the sense of there's actually stuff to do. But it's just I feel like a lot of content creators and a lot of people aren't really playing this game. I feel like maybe the only people who are playing or have or streaming this game are people like Dusty. Like Dusty has like 100 people who care to watch him play. Most people don't have 100 people. No one has 100 people really watching them like play or test this alpha. So it's pretty bad. And once the content creators stop making content, one can't carry the burden of everything. And also, you know, people. You need people who actually care about the game to come back and watch content. It's a weird period, and I really hope they feel like the start of Phase 3 is going to like reinvigorate this because I didn't think that the game like, especially considering the fact that we only have one server, which is four with 4 regions basically, or 3 regions if you want to call it that. We have four. It's one server stacked with 4 different servers into one. Um, I didn't think the game would have fell off so quickly, considering the fact that we still have August 4th, so we have all of June, all of July. We have 2 months basically until Phase 3. And we're still waiting on econ stuff, and there's just a lot. There's just a lot that the game needs. Comment down below. Like I said, I didn't bring many questions. I would love if you guys commented questions that you guys think I should talk about. Because obviously I play the game and I come up with my own questions, and that's the vibes. I know you guys know. But it always helps, to know what you guys actually want to hear about. Because I have a lot of knowledge, I feel like, and I have a lot of like opinions on how I feel stuff is going. But I'm not gonna come on here and beat a dead horse, like about the same shit unless I feel like it desperately needs to be nailed to the heads of the devs. But yeah, I don't know. It was a weird week. I didn't. It felt like Phase 3 was closer than it was, but I had to look back at the calendar and be like, wait, we still got 2 months, 2 months of this. Oh, there ain't no one gonna be testing this. No one. It's like no one's gonna be testing it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. How many more weeks do you give the servers before they're so barren that no one even logs on anymore? Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. I give it less than a month before everything is just back to how it felt before they gave us Phase 2 2.5. Before Phase 2.5 released on May 1st. One second, let me get some water real quick. I know you guys are probably like, you talk too fast. You don't have any cohesion. This is me just, let's call this episode 8 me just getting all my thought process on how this server and everything going off my chest, you know? Let's just call it that. That silence was wild. I'm gonna keep that in there just so you guys know. But yeah, I don't know. I feel weird that, like, when I talk so much and so, like, for a long time, like, now I understand why Steven coughs and shit, because sometimes you be talking, and your throat get dry, and you're like, you gotta cough. But yeah, guys, I don't know. But I'm not gonna lie, like, you guys are probably like, then what games have you been playing this week? Let's talk about that, I guess. I have been playing. I've been streaming. I still streamed. A lot of you guys probably know that Falco has been streaming. On Twitch every Saturday and Sunday at 6 p.m. And we've been playing. We played a little bit of Path of Exile too, and then I played TFT because I've been trying to get to Challenger. I made it to Gold in like 2 days, so it's on the bucket list of mine to pass my all-time rank on Team Fight Tactics. If you guys don't know, it's within the League of Legends game. I've been trying to pass Plat 2 because that was my highest a while ago, a long time ago. So I've been trying to hit goals while I wait for them to put more shit into the game for me to show you guys. Because there's only so many times I can mine a rock and then do nothing with it, because, like, the the artisanship and, like, all that is kind of whack. Like, obviously mining is cool. Like, it sucks when nothing feels actionable and nothing feels like it's worth doing. But we got a long way to go. This game has a long way to go. I never expected this alpha to be that, but I definitely didn't expect us to go through an extended phase 2 that extended it months ahead. Because it kind of we already had 3 months of doing the same shit, and they said, all right, do the same shit but for another 3 months, but let's reset you. It's just, there's a lot of questionable shit going on. But like I said, let them cook. If they need time, they need time. But it's like, at times, I don't know. Let me know how you guys feel. Put questions down below. Like I said, I'm sorry again that this is so late. Um, I I'm not gonna lie. I didn't forget about the podcast. I didn't forget about you guys, but I forgot that I didn't have any questions. So I was like, shit, should I even do one? Because I haven't been in the game. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I'm assuming most of you motherfuckers haven't been in the game either. Let me show it. I know there's like 50 people subscribed. No, 30 people like subscribed on this podcast channel. Let me get a show of hands of people who are actually still playing this game. Like, put some hand emojis or some shit. Who's still actually playing it every weekend? Let me know if you didn't, or if you aren't playing. Type below, I don't know, iguana or some shit. Type iguana in the down below, and then if you type iguana, also ask a question so that we can have some questions for next week. Because I'm not gonna lie, call me the bearer of bad news, I think it's gonna be more of the same next week. I don't think we're gonna get anything really actionable, but if we do, you'll know, because I'll have it on my channel, or we'll talk about it during the podcast. But throw your boy a bone, because I don't want to miss days just because the game is dead, just because there ain't shit to do. Like, I feel like that's a cop out. I know you guys probably at least want to hear me talk about how I feel about the state of the game. I can't talk about it for 30 minutes, but give me 10, 15, and I get you right. But yeah, wouldn't say I'm disappointed. I'm, I feel like disappointed is a little harsh right now. I'm definitely, like, I'm desensitized. That's the word. Like, I'm so used to shit not panning out for this game like the way they expected. I'm like, that's just intrepid. Shit doesn't go the way it's supposed to go, or the way they anticipate it to go. And I think that's how everyone else should kind of lead. I'm obviously not telling people. I don't want to tell people how to feel, But if I was to tell people how to feel, I'd just be like, just go about it as if it is what it is. You feel me? Like you can't do anything about how Intrepid, gives dates out and how quickly they are able to push it out, because that's like strictly based off of the people who manage them, and also by how many the sheer numbers that they have, like to actually manage them. I've noticed they've been trying to recruit for people on, if you guys follow them on TikTok, or not TikTok, on X or Twitter. They have been trying to recruit for a lot of coders and a lot of people. Like I keep seeing them putting those Intrepid career listings up on all their social medias. So I'm like, they must really, really need more people, which is probably also why they're behind. But I don't think we'll ever know, because that they would never want us to know that. You already know they keep, there's very bespoke, bespoke things that they like to give us information on. And I think whether they're behind because of sheer numbers and not being able to hire people is another one that they would not like to be public knowledge. Just like concurrent, like players, they wouldn't want that to be like average. Like like even New World had that because of Steam. Like Amazon would have never done that. But yeah, there's a few things. Well, yeah. If you guys enjoyed this very short podcast, which is like 10 minutes, and I know we just mostly talked about why I wasn't playing, and just letting you know I just wasn't playing. Like I'm max level. I mean, craft. It just the game. It feels really bad right now. It feels like, at least progression wise, feels the worst that it's felt in a long time. Like it's kind of bad. Hopefully they got some shit to fix it, or to make people feel like it's worth coming back. Because if they don't, this game has got a long way to go. But yeah, like I said, comment down below questions, so we have questions to talk about next week. I know it's my duty to make sure I have questions to talk about on the podcast and do and such. But throw a brother a bone, buddy. Just throw a bone. Like type down below bone if you made it this far. I hope you would make it to 12 minutes into a video. Throw a brother a bone, because it's hard in these streets. It's hard in these streets right now to make content on Ashes of Creation, and somehow I still have videos from my main channel because I was smart. I was like, film all the content early on when people are playing the game and where people, when people actually are vibing. Then you'll have content until, Intrepid gets their shit together. So smart. Sometimes you gotta work smarter, not harder. But yeah. But also make sure you guys come to the streams. Like I said, I might be playing Ashes for like a little bit just to see if anything feels different or any changes. But we're definitely going to be kind of variety until August 4th. Like, and then like I said, you guys could come in and you guys could let me know what games you would like to see us try. Like I said, I still want to stream, because I believe in consistency, even if you may stumble. Everyone stumbles. So if you guys want to show support and show love, make sure you guys come to the streams every Saturday and Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific time zone. So if you are on the East Coast, that would be 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, if you're on the East Coast, come through to the streams on twitch.tv/FalcoIsGaming. Other than that, I just want to let you know that I'm still a content creator for Astro Creation. It's just sometimes you gotta back up a little bit and be like, all right, there's only so much time, so many times I could do the same shit and encounter the same bug. Sometimes you just gotta, I don't get paid enough to make my hair go gray. Not yet. But I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't be mad at me that I couldn't make this 30 minutes. I promise you, I would if I could. There's just not anything going on right now. It's disappointing. I'm telling you, patch notes. I could write the patch notes for this fucking game, for the last week on my freaking hand. I could have did this. All right, this is what happened. This week in Ashes, and you checked out the patch notes. They're pretty dog water. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. I don't know what the fuck they got planned. They better have the craziest patch planned for August 4th, or else this is gonna be all for nil. People are not gonna be like, "This is what we waited for." You freaking, this is what we waited for. That like, like you push back our freaking econ and artisan patch for this. This, we no, don't get me started. But yeah, comment down below comments that you think I should address and talk about. I'm gonna pick from a few, and I'm also gonna shout you guys out. And also comment down below if you made it here. Potato chip clip. If you made it this far into my ramble, type down below potato chip clip, because I don't have any other name or any other things. Potato chip. No, type down potato. Potato, like potato. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. This is episode 8 of the TalonCast. If you enjoyed it, you guys like these long ass rambles, or if you hate it and you're like Falco, get some questions. Make your thoughts more, you know, concise. Make it structure your shit. If you want that, then sorry, fuck you. But because that's only gonna happen when I have specific questions that I'm going to be talking about and addressing. But if I'm just rambling, you're just gonna get a ramble. But yeah, other than that, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you guys like, comment down below, and subscribe to the TalonCast channel. Other than that, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't wanna say goodbye.